Hey you guys, so today I'm in a new setup. Completely redid where I get ready. So trying this out, but it was hair washing day. So I wanted to show you what I do for my hair. So I started with the Monat Renew line. So I did the shampoo, 2 shampoos and a conditioner, and now I'm going to use the Detangler. This stuff is fantastic. This is one of their products that I can't do without. And then the other one that I'm going to start with is the leave-in conditioner, especially on the ends. So as soon as I got out of the shower, I actually wrapped my hair in this towel. These came out from Amazon, and they are truly like one of the best things I have ever purchased. This is the extra large size since I have so much hair. But you basically just wrap it in, and it's like a microfiber. These have helped so much with reducing like the tangles and everything that I have. So I'm going to start with the not detangler. I'm just kind of spraying it all over. And then I did a video the other day about this brush. So I got this brush as a new thing to try for curls. And it has like the wider teeth on the sides that help with the, just like helping the curl and helping keep it nice and separated. So I'm using this. And this is my second time using it. I did like it the first time. So I did like the way it separated the curl. But we'll keep trying it, see how it goes as I continue to use it. Okay, so we're all brushed out. I'm going to use some of this leave-in conditioner. Some people just squirt it all over their hair. I like to put it in the palm of my hand and then run it through the ends. And then a little bit of the remaining in the top. I do tend to be dry. I don't tend to ever really get many oils in my hair. So I like to put a little bit up in here. So then the next thing I'm going to use will be their curl line. Came out with this about a year ago. I'm still on my first order of them. These last forever if you use the small amounts, and you can see how long my hair is. It doesn't take much, and I find that the product lasts forever. You're not always buying it, and while it may be initially more expensive, the trade-off is very much worth it. So I'm going in with the Curl Defining Cream. I just do the smallest amount in my hand. I can always build up, but I would prefer to start a little less and then have to add more. Just run it through. And then I'm going to do the Hydrate and Hold. Again, I just kind of, it's a little bit much, but just kind of start with a smaller amount because I can build on it. And then I just scrunch it kind of into my hair. Now, if it's still super wet, I'll actually put that towel back on just to try to take out some of the water. I don't use any kind of hot products, no blow dryers, no curling irons, no straighteners, nothing like that. I just typically let this air dry. So, and you can already see like my curl pattern starting to come in. It's nice and defined. So then the Refresh Spray, I'll actually use this a lot of times more when it's drier or the next day. And I'll just kind of spray it throughout to kind of revive those curls. So not using that one yet, but that is part of this curl line. So there's the defining cream, then there's the gel, and then there's the other. I was using their other curl define cream, and I still have some, but I prefer this one, this new version, and then the other. So there we go. And then I'll just let this dry, and that's about all I do to my hair. Very low maintenance, low key. You know, if you do have curls, this is the perfect way to do them, and then just not have to worry about them. And you can see that even though my hair is very long, it still has a lot of that curl and a lot of curl patterns. So that's another reason I really like this line. It helps keep the frizz down for sure, and then it does help keep that good curl pattern. So there you go. That's what I do with my hair. Then I'll just let it air dry naturally, and we're good to go. I actually have some meetings to go to today, so I'm gonna take you through the rest of my regimen. It's not much, but it's a little bit of something. So I'm gonna use the Pure Bliss facial serum. It looks super blue when you put it on, but it blends in so nicely and gives your complexion just this nice glow. Been using this for just about 2 years now, and I love the way it makes my skin feel and look. It keeps it very hydrated, and then helps really with like the even tone and keeping the redness down, rosacea, everything like that. So I'll put that on, I'll let it dry really well, and then I'll come in with some of my other stuff. Okay, so letting my hair dry. So it's doing its thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do anything I'm gonna do like makeup wise. So I'm using Monet mascara. I'm gonna use, this is not available anymore. This is a Beauty Counter. They stopped selling products some time ago, and as far as I know, they haven't started back up. But this used to be one of my favorites. It was a stick. It's a stick, obviously, but I would use it over my lids, like as a little bit of like bronzing, shadow, whatever. And it was just super easy to use, and quick. Like, didn't take any time to use that, and then you're done. I'm gonna use the mascara from Monet. I like this one. It does not leave any fallout under your eyes. So that's one of my favorite reasons for it. And it is very separating, so it doesn't look clumpy. So the length is good, thickness is good, you know, all that stuff. So I'm using a Beauty Counter mascara wand just kind of on my eyebrows to calm them down. Make sure they look nice and neat. Need to go have them done, but for the time being. And then this. I've actually never used this one before. So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. But this is California Tan Sunless Custom Baked Bronzer. Alright, and this one looks like that. It's a very pretty color, at least in the thing. Looks like a very buildable color. Also looks like it's actually a really good color. Especially for something super subtle. So yeah, there we go. And then I actually will finish off with, this is also Pure Bliss. This is one of their perfumes. And like, I love the glass bottle. I actually have another one of theirs that is in like a nice bottle like that, like for facial setting spray. Because I love the setting sprays, especially in the summer. So that's pretty much all I do to hair and makeup. Clean up just a little hair underneath there. There we go. Yeah, so not very complicated, not very in depth, but that's my simple way of doing things. It doesn't take hardly any time. It takes longer to wash my hair than it does to do all of that combined. I typically will wash it on like Sunday and maybe one other day through the week if it gets really dirty, or if I'm go through a fire, or we do like a really dirty job or something, I'll wash it. But most times it's just kind of pulled up on top of my head, and I don't do much to it. So I do a hair mask as needed. If it gets to where it's like super dry, or it's just lacking something, whatever, I will do a deep condition and do like a mask. Leave it on for 10 or 15 minutes and then rinse it out. Almost always rinse with cold water. That keeps my curls nice and frizz free. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed my very basic, simple get ready with me, and I hope you have a good day.